But why should I work with you, Sergio, when there's these other coaches? Why you? Well, first of all, if you really have to ask me that question, you might not be qualified to work with me. Because if it's not obvious already that I'm different than these other guys, you might not just have the perception needed to really see the value here. However, if you need to watch a video, here's the video describing exactly why I am the best dating coach in the world. And I say that with strong conviction because it's true. I know the other guys. I've heard the horror stories, man. I get on these sales calls. I've gotten on so many consultation calls where the guy tells me, yeah, I had a dating coach. His name was blank. His name was this. And he did blank, blank, and blank. The coaching was shit. He pulled out of the program early because it was too expensive. I heard that one before. Um, I hired him, but I ended up working with an assistant the whole time. He didn't respond to my text messages all the time. I hear all these fucking things, dude. I know the other coaches aren't doing that good of a job. I know they are. And that's why I'm so passionate, because I want to deliver the best service imaginable, because I struggled with dating. I struggled with dating, with confidence, with mindset. I struggled with this shit so much. It was a big part of my life. So when I see these other guys doing a half-assed job, it pisses me off. And that's why I have passion for what I do. If you really don't think I'm the highest service, by all means, go to the other coach, get your mediocre results. But if you want the highest fucking result possible, hit me up. Hit me up. Join my group. If you saw my group and how people are winning, if you saw the value, you would be like, holy fuck, this is insane. I can't believe I didn't do this earlier. Now, a couple things to preface here. I don't work with just anybody. And that being said, I do want to help everyone. And that's why I make this content. I make YouTube content so I can help everybody, right? However, for those of you who are financially stable, you're at least, let's say you're at least 18 years old. I mean, you could be younger technically, but you'd have to be a rare breed of man for me to work with you if you're below 18, honestly. So let's just say you got to be around at least 18 years old typically, and probably target demographic would be around 21 to 20 to like fucking 30 plus, right? And you have to be in decent shape, okay? You can't be some obese guy. You have to have somewhat put time into self-improvement, okay? You cannot just be some dude that like, bro, your life is shit. You don't got money. You don't got a body at all. Like you're fat. Uh, you're like super mentally depressed. You're like bottom of the barrel, right? If you're absolutely bottom of the barrel, I'm sorry to say this, but I don't work with you. However, you should watch my YouTube videos, and I genuinely believe that guy could get the value from my YouTube for free. Okay, get the value for free, level up your life, and later in the down the road, we can work together if you want to. Really, I'm targeting a specific guy. If you are already in decent shape, you look decent, your style isn't horrific, right? You don't look like a fucking mess. You're not wearing like a, I can't even think of a joke, but you're not wearing like some horrible shit. Um, you take some good care of yourself. You put time into some improvement, but you still struggle with women. Those are the guys I want to work with from now on. The guys who normally wouldn't want to work with a dating coach because they're just like, fuck this guy. He's cringy. He's whack. He's actually not getting the women I want. He won't understand me. This is corny. I get it. If you think that about the other coaches, I am here to solve that problem. I'm here for the guys who are trying to get the highest service possible because they just have a dating problem, a dating and a mindset problem, a confidence problem with women, and they just want to handle this. Once and for all, you want to remove this problem from your life so you can have energy, thoughts, emotion, just being able to be for other things in life. So then women don't have to be this big, massive, stressful factor in your life anymore. I get it. I'm telling you, I was really that guy. I was really that guy. And now I have zero problems. I attract high quality women, and I've helped guys do the same. For the last 5 years, I've been coaching. For the last 5 years, I've been coaching. So, yeah. And by the way, I'm actually going to raise my price. And I'm just being real here. I'm raising my price on Sunday, August 16th at 11:59 p.m. My price will be going from 5,000 to 7,000 USD. And yes, that's right. I'm actually saying the price. You're probably like, holy fuck, most of the other coaches never say their price. Yeah, they don't because it's kind of fucking salesy, don't you think? When they don't tell you the price, it's kind of like a salesy thing. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm done doing that shit. From now on, I'm telling you guys how it is. This is the price. And no, I'm not giving you a discount. And no, I'm not lying about the price. That's the actual price. And if you hit me up at fucking 1 p.m. the next day on Monday, it's going to be 7,000. And if you hit me up the day before, it's going to be 5,000. Okay? I'm being real. I'm just being fucking honest with you. Now, why is it a premium price? Because, dude, you're going to get one-on-one access with me, an expert in the field. I've been coaching guys for 5 years. I've coached over 500 men one-on-one. I've changed lives. I've got guys' girlfriends. I got a dude married. I got dudes from virgin to having sex. I got people mentally confident, mindset going crazy. Their mindsets are so good that they ended up quitting their jobs, chasing their careers, doing this, doing that. I've done everything. I've really done it all. If you think it's just dating help, it's actually more, by the way. Because your dating problems are a reflection of your mindset and your internal confidence, whether you like to believe that or not. And really, the dating issue, it's going to trigger something within you, and you're going to solve so many more problems. You're going to get the value tenfold. You're not even going to notice the payment you did. I'm being genuinely serious here. Now, I understand it takes a certain kind of man that can do a 4-figure investment. There's certain guys that they've never spent more than fucking $100 on themselves. And if that's you, like I said, you have my YouTube. But if you're the guy that you are making decent money, you're handsome. Let me take that back. You're not handsome. You're not horrific, bro. You're not horrific, right? You take some good care of yourself. You don't think you're an idiot. You think you're more. You don't think you're an average guy. You think you're slightly above average. I want to work with you, bro. I want to get you to slightly above average to the final level. I want to get you to that final level for you to attract the 9s and 10s. Finally attract the 9s and 10s. Like, actually do that. Okay? Prices are raising Sunday night. If you want to work with me one-on-one, the link is in my description of this video to apply, or just DM me on Instagram, Serge J. Chavez. You can look up Sergio Chavez. You'll find me on Instagram. And yeah, guys, I just wanted to make this video to kind of express the fact that, one, to make this announcement, two, to make it very clear, like, why you should work with me and not the other guys. Because the other guys, I've heard everything, man. I'll tell you right now, the amount of things I've heard from other clients, one, the coach usually doesn't put his all into the product. He has other coaches working under him. You barely speak with the guy one-on-one. He doesn't really give a fuck about you, right? That's something I hear a lot. The other one is that, their advice or their game was just not that amazing. It just wasn't that good. Like, quality of advice was like kind of, all right, mediocre. And that's because you're hiring guys that actually don't know how to talk to women, or they're all right. They can get 7s. They can fuck an occasional decent looking woman, right? But they're not like an expert at the fucking craft. They can't help you get the top quality women, right? Certain dudes that, I'm not going to say any names, by the way. I'm never going to say names because that's being a dick. But the amount of dating coaches I've seen that they say they're like good with women, yet all the videos I've seen, all the proof that they're good with women, it's girls in like fucking Bali and shit. It's girls in like vacation in Cancun or Bali or this or that. It's never like an actual hot, young, attractive girl that most men would want in like Miami, in like a big city. Like, no, it's some girl in Bali who's on vacation with her friends, and she's like from fucking Europe, and she's like sweeter because you're like an American. And bro, it's insane. It's insane. Like, it's insane the shit I've seen. Okay, so yeah, two, the guy actually doesn't have much game. I'm trying to think, what else have I heard? I heard some crazy shit. Like, three, there was this one story I heard about the coach started to feel like he undercharged him, so he literally just randomly stopped coaching him. He was like, "Yeah, you're not paying me enough." Just fucked up. I would never do that. Whatever deal we make, I'm gonna stick through to the fucking end. Which, by the way, when you work with me, I'm gonna make sure you succeed. No one doesn't succeed in my program. No one doesn't succeed. Sergio, what's the success rate? 100 fucking %. Everyone succeeds. The only people who don't succeed are the guys who, for whatever reason, they ghost me at some point in the program because they're too scared to make growth. Sometimes that happens. Very rare occasion. Very rare occasion. They usually come back, honestly. And they usually tell me, hey, Sergio, I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie. I fell off 1 week and then I was scared to talk to you. So I just kind of like, I just jacked off and then I avoided the whole situation. And then 2 months later, I'm back. But Sergio, you're right. I shouldn't have left. I'm back. Let's level up now. I get that happening. That's the only fucking failure I get in my program. Literally. But anybody who actually is willing to do the work and listen to me, I'm gonna change your fucking life. I promise you that. I promise you that. It's not a fucking joke. If you think this is a fucking joke, you got a whole thing coming for you, bro. So yeah, I will stick to the end. Whatever deal we make, I'm gonna stick to the end. I'm a very honorable guy. Trust me. I am not gonna fuck you over. I would never fuck anybody over. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna stick to the end. So yeah, that's the other thing I heard, which is sometimes coaches don't keep their word. They're sleazy. They're this or that, whatever. And I've heard more horror stories, but without me getting into that, at the end of the day, I've just heard a lot. And I'm very confident to say I have the best product in the market. And that's why I'm so happy. I'm very proud of myself. I really created something beautiful here. My community is amazing. People are really changing their entire lives here. Everyone's becoming more confident, more happy, better with women. And I work with you guys very closely. You work with me one on one. Like, actually, it's not some other dude that takes the whole thing. No, no, you work with me one on one. You're my fucking boy. If you work with me, I'm gonna make sure you succeed. Trust me. You might not have self belief, but I have the belief. I have the belief. You can borrow mine. I'm gonna make you get there. I promise you. I really will. So yeah, that's why you should work with me. That's why you should work with me. That's the answer to that question. Because you should work with me if one, you're qualified. You know, you're not some fucking loser. You're someone that actually did some self improvement. You just struggle with dating. So that's one. And two, you want the best service possible, man. And you really want to level up. You're serious about improving your dating, your social life. That's why you should work with me. That's why. Because I'm going to provide you the best service imaginable. Genuinely. Genuinely. Well, and you should work with me because Sunday the prices are going up and they're not going to go down after that. Okay. Uh, that's why. Anyways, more videos like this coming soon. I'm gonna just start riffing on like questions I get and things like that. And these aren't meant to go viral at all. I don't really give a fuck about the virality of this. This is meant for people who are genuinely curious about the answer to these questions. Thank you for sitting down with me and watching this video. I hope to see you in the program. I really do. I want to level you up, bro. I want to level you up. And I promise you, you're gonna join and within a week, you're gonna be like, right decision. This was the right decision. In fact, honestly, on the call we have, if you make the decision to move forward, you're gonna be like, "This was the right decision." That happens all the time because the guys, the moment you meet me on a call, you actually see like, okay, okay, this guy actually knows what the fuck he's talking about. I should probably just listen to him if I wanna learn. If I want to learn, there's some guys who don't know how to learn, and that's why you wouldn't be qualified to work with me. But there's some guys who are willing to learn, willing to change, and change their fucking lives. They're not willing to settle. And if that's you, you're not willing to settle, you want to change, link in my description or DM me on Instagram. That is it for this video, guys. This was a fun one. This was quite interesting, very raw and authentic. I'm being super real here. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Remember, any video ideas, just comment below. All right. Talk soon. Peace. Oh, and remember, Sunday, August 16th, 11:59 p.m. The prices will raise. So if you want to get in with the current price of 5,000 USD, just DM me on Instagram the word coach, Serge J Chavez at Serge J Chavez. And if you want to apply using the old school method, the link is down below. Just do these things if you're interested, okay? You don't have to fucking pay me 5,000 right now. I don't. It's not about the money. It really isn't. But if you're interested and you want to speak with me, you want to have a chance to speak with me and actually discuss this idea, potentially join the program, just DM me or apply for that thing below. But I'm being serious when I say on August 16th at 11:59 p.m. the prices will raise to 7,000 USD. All right, guys. We'll talk soon. Let's go. Peace.